don't touch them yet until I say so. Okay? So Brandon, you need to put your materials down because I didn't say to touch them yet. Okay? Okay. Everyone's eyes on me up here first because I'm going to model what we're going to do because I'm going to introduce a new game to y'all, new math game called taking tens. We're going to be taking turns in this activity that I'm going to be doing with y'all. So, okay. So first thing is okay, so the first thing we're going to do, y'all, is you have materials at your desk, but you're not going to touch them yet. You each are going to be paired up in partners. So I would just have the next person, you just pick a partner at your table. Are y'all listening up here? I don't think so. Eyes up here. Eyes up here, y'all. So you're going to pick a partner next to you at your table, and each pair of y'all at your tables have one of these at your desk. And you have blocks, and you also have other materials that I picked out for you guys to use to count as well if you need extra, if you don't have enough. And you also have a dice in your Ziploc bags. So what we're going to do... Pay attention up here, don't... Okay? You okay now? All right. So I'm gonna have somebody come up here and help me show this example. I'm gonna choose Taylor. Okay. So Taylor, come on up. So that means Ethan and Rhea, you'll be partners. And Camden, can you come over here next to Samuel, and you guys will go partners now. So I'm gonna use Taylor as my other example. She's gonna be my partner, so we can show you. So the first thing we're gonna do, y'all, is we're gonna take our dice inside of our Ziploc bag, but don't do anything yet, because look, I'm modeling first and then, okay, you can go get this photo, yes. And then you guys will do after I model, okay? Alright, so first things first is, we're going to go ahead and take our dice, and we're going to roll our dice. But I don't think y'all can see what I have up here. So I rolled a 1 on my dice, okay? So we also have a paper here that we're going to record our answers on. So I rolled 1 is what I did first. So I will write 1. So your paper says I rolled blank. Now we have blank. Okay? So what did I just say? I just rolled a 1. So I'm going to record down a 1. So because I'm going first, because Taylor's my partner, but I rolled it first. So that's why we have 1. So we're going to take 1 block out. So we have 1. So I just rolled 1. Now we have 1. I rolled 1. Now we have 1 cube. So that's why we write it like so. Now Taylor will go next, and she will roll the dice. So go ahead, Taylor, roll the dice for us. Okay, good. Okay, so up here, I know y'all can't see this, but we rolled a 6. So, since that's the case, we rolled 6. So, Taylor, she says, I rolled, you want to write 6 here for us, Taylor? Because you rolled 6, so that will go there. Sorry, you want to angle this way, or are you okay? You want to angle around. Go ahead. Good. I rolled 6.
That's my number.
Because that's what we rolled on our dice. Okay. So since we rolled 6, we have to figure out now what we have. So now we have, so based off of what we just rolled, because we had 1, and then she rolled 6, so how many do we maybe have now? We rolled 6, so we had 1, so we rolled 6, so we need to get 6 more blocks out. because that's how many we rolled. So 1, and then we need to get 6 more blocks because that's what we rolled. So, with that said, how many blocks do you think we have all together now after we just rolled that? Or after we just rolled 6 dice. So how many cubes do I have up here now? Let me call on somebody. Let's see. Number 6. Number 6. Brandon. That's you, buddy. So,
Do your quick images.
so how many cubes do we have now? Because I rolled 6. So now do we have, how many do we have all together now? Count the cubes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, since we have 7, now we have 7, right? Because 6 and 1 makes 7, right? Because that's what we just did in this example. Let's do another example, okay? Because the point of this, y'all, is we're gonna continue doing this all the way till we're gonna do this 10 times on our sheet because that's the sheet you have with this. But we're not gonna mess with that yet because you're gonna practice it just a minute whenever I give y'all an opportunity. Okay? So I'm gonna write my sentence again. But see, y'all already have your sentence written out, so that's convenient for y'all. So so Taylor, you went last, so now it's my turn. It's my turn next. So I'm going to roll my dice again, and I have 5. Now I have 5 on my dice. So now I'm going to write down in the sentence, I rolled 5. Y'all see that? So I rolled 5. Now, with that, I'm just going to write my sentence because I'm going to just get that set up and ready to go. So I rolled 5. So that means I need to get 5 more blocks out because I rolled 5. So I'm going to get 5 more blocks out because that's the amount we just rolled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thanks, Taylor. So let's see. I rolled 5. Let me call on somebody to see how many we have now altogether. Number 3. Jake. Mr. Jake. How many do we have now? How many blocks do we have now? Do you see the blocks up here, sweetie? Maybe, are they too close together for you maybe? Can you see it clearly? How many blocks we have? So how many do I have all together now? You were close, that's okay though. Maybe if we can count the blocks, I can give you maybe an idea that maybe I could share with y'all when we're counting the blocks so we won't get confused. So when we're looking at the blocks, maybe we can count it and separate it into a separate pile. So for example, all eyes up here, so look up here, so we can do this, like we can separate it in a different pile, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because we can count it individually like that. That way we won't get confused and we won't recount a block. Okay? So now we have, how many did I just count? Let me see. Who can tell me? 12. Stephanie.
12.
Yeah, I did. So I did, right? So 12. That's good. So that's why we have 12 now. So that's how you're going to be working this with your partner. Okay?
Done 3 times.
Can I get a thumbs up if you're understanding so far what's going on? Or is anybody confused? Is everybody with me?
If it's confused, go like this.
And if you don't understand, put your thumbs down. Let me see. Who's with me? Bria, you don't understand? Okay. Let me help clarify some things. So,
I'm sideways.
what we're going to do is to start from the beginning. I'm gonna backtrack and I'm gonna say this again for y'all so I can maybe be a little more clear for you. So when we first start without even looking, and we can do this example again without even using these same numbers. We're gonna do it again, so that way I can make sure y'all are with me and understand. So let's just go ahead and do this again. So you're gonna, Ray, are you paying attention? That's why maybe if you're confused because you're maybe not paying attention, okay? So look up here and focus, because we're gonna first roll the dice, right? You're gonna roll your dice with your partner. So say Ria's first. So Ria's gonna go first and she's gonna roll her dice. So I rolled 2, because you can't see it up here on the overhead, but I rolled 2. So that's what we're gonna write first on your sheet that you have at your table. That's what you're gonna write, but you don't have to do it right now, sweetie. So you say, I rolled 2. Okay, so since you rolled 2, now we have 2. We have 2 blocks then. So that's why we put 2 blocks down, because we just rolled 2. So according to whatever's on the dice that you roll is how many blocks you will put out, okay? So you roll 2, now we have 2. Okay, so it's Taylor's turn now. So she's gonna roll the dice. So she's gonna, it's her turn. So she's gonna show me. Shake it up again. We'll just do it one time. There you go. So she's gonna roll it. She got a 3. So she goes, I rolled 3. So we're gonna get 3 blocks out because we rolled 3 on our dice, right? So 3. And then you can even do it like this. You could keep it separate so you won't get confused, because this is what we previously rolled was 2. And then now we have 3. So what do we have all together? Let me see if anybody can help me out with that. Because we're going to add these, we're going to learn how to add these together and count on. So 14. Sam. So what do we have all together now?
5.
Okay, good. Can you tell me how you knew that? How did you know we had 5 now?
I know 3 and 2 is 5.
Okay, good. And also because we're counting on, because 2, and then we added 3 more, so all together now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do y'all see that? Thumbs up if you're okay now. Are you maybe a little bit more clear on what we're doing?
No. Thumbs up.
Or thumbs down? So, Brandon? Okay, so I'm going to actually give you all an opportunity to practice now. Thank you, Taylor. You're such a good partner. But we can go ahead and, okay,